Hey Gemini, happy August. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and this is going to be your monthly reading. I hope that it's helpful in some way. I hope that it's insightful and encouraging. That being said, always tune into your own intuition first and foremost, right? You know yourself best. You're the expert of you. You have your own connection with spirit. My job here is to reflect energetic frequencies that may resonate with you and assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity about something, providing a sense of confirmation or validation, as tarot is never supposed to tell you something you don't already know, right? So take what you want, leave the rest. Don't make anything fit. You'll know when a message resonates and you'll know when one doesn't, okay? All right, let's jump into this. So what's coming out first? We got Seven of Cups, okay? And then we've got Page of Swords and the Hierophant. The words slicing through is coming through, slicing through some confusion, slicing through, like slicing through. There's a sense of confusion or like options, or not knowing like where to go with something. There's a feeling of like murkiness, but at the same time a feeling of like intuitive brainstorming as well, like. And with the Page of Swords here, which is air energy, a card that you can lend your energies to, slicing through. So I'm feeling a lot of like using your mental intuition to kind of slice through the emotional intuition. There might be a lot of feelings right now, a lot of options to explore, and maybe not knowing what to do. There also may be a lot of like intuitive downloads coming through right now, like spiritually, emotionally. With the Hierophant here, could be receiving a lot of emotional insight, especially about how you're feeling. And I get the sense that there's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of feelings to sort through. And that's where the Page of Swords is coming in. It's bringing a sense of curiosity to that emotional exploration. And it can be really destabilizing sometimes, when we as humans can feel all sorts of ways at once, right? Like we can feel all sorts of ways, and that can be really like overwhelming. The Seven of Cups can come with a sense of overwhelm sometimes. It also can come with a sense of whimsy, a sense of, again, like emotional brainstorming, intuitive brainstorming, like emotional exploration. So, very interesting. And the Hierophant too, bringing in a spiritual connection to this. Dreams might be very vivid at this point, and I sense that they could be holding lots of messages, lots of messages, lots of teachings right now. They could be very informative to you. They also, there could be a lot of kind of sorting through dreams. Like again, if dreams are vivid at this time, which I sense that, for some of you, they very well could be like just having very vivid dreams that seem like very spiritually charged and very pertinent, but they might, like dreams as they are, could feel a bit random, and a lot to interpret. So I feel like what we're coming into right now, this energy, is there's a lot of interpretation to how you're feeling, and to different options in life that you may be facing and how you're feeling about those. And this feels like a pivotal moment in some way. So there's a sense of just really profound spiritual guidance that's coming through in like very like, oh man, I just lost the word I was thinking about, but coming through in very cryptic ways. Okay, that's the word. The dreams could be very cryptic. There could be a lot of like cryptic intuitive downloads and just like a lot to kind of piece through and interpret. I feel like there's a lot of quiet time that you may be having with yourself, because there's just so much information that you're sorting through. And I mean, that's your forte, Gemini. You are very good at that. So just to remind you of how amazing you are at interpreting large amounts of information, and you know, being able to, you know, condense it, articulate it, and like create with it, and like summarize it and organize it. You know, that is what the Gemini archetype, one of the many things that the Gemini archetype helps us do, is take in large amounts of information and channel it into creation in some form or another. Right? You lend your energies to the Magician card, which is this conduit, right? Conduit of energy, and using your hands, which is something that you rule, right? To create, or your mind, or your voice, or, you know, you're, you know, really channeling it. So just to remind you, you are an expert at taking in large amounts of information. So with the Hierophant here, just this is a reminder to ground. This is another card of being a spiritual conduit. It's Taurus energy, so it's grounding in onto the earth, grounding into the earth. So if you're finding yourself, you know, really up here in the cerebral realm, really up here in like the spiritual realm, and deep in the emotional realm, and kind of, you know, going outside and doing things that really ground you, doing things that really help you channel that energy into something like tangible, that you find a sense of flow, you find a sense of comfort with, that just feels like, you know, it feeds your soul in some form or another, could be really helpful at this time as you navigate your feelings and slice through them, right? Like to slice through, to gain clarity, to gain understanding and understanding, and to like start articulating, because the Page of Swords is a student type energy. There's a lot of curiosity with it. It's learning. So there's, you know, I feel like you're finding the words, you're finding the articulation to what it is that you're feeling. And it just takes some time, okay? So be gentle with yourself, tap into that Hierophant energy, go at your own pace, go outside when you can, open up the window, take a deep breath of air, you know, touch your plants, have a nap, create in some way that is, you know, authentic to you, and like really, you know, ground into your body and into your environment that right now, okay? You know, that could be really helpful. So what else we got going on here? Okay, we've got Two of Cups. We've got the Tower, which has been, you know, a main character in all of the August readings. So much is changing, so much is shifting, so much is being like ripped away. That's what it feels like, it ripped away, okay? And it's this, like, it's really intense. It's showed up in almost every single one of the collective readings and any personal readings that I've done too. It's there. So there's a big theme here. Lots is changing, and there's a lot shifting that, you know, collectively, and how that trickles down into our individual reality. And cosmically, August is a very charged month. We have 2 supermoons this month. One we just had in Aquarius, which was a very like illuminating and very kind of stripping moon. Like it really was penetrative to, like, yeah. And you know, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So Saturn, there's a lot of structure that comes through Saturn, and then Uranus is destruction. So there's the Tower, right? Like there's a lot of what we've built, like the foundation remains in the Tower, but the lightning and the fire is like destroying the first top of it, which is, the Tower is an invitation to rebuild. It is a intense, you know, kind of energy that can be a bit shocking. It can also represent breakthroughs too, and that's something that I'm really picking up on in the collective, because this last full moon in Aquarius, as much as it like really illuminated and kind of had this kind of explosive, like destructive energy, it also came with like profound breakthroughs and epiphanies, and clarity, okay? And anything that was not really serving us anymore, like that, like there's a sense of it being like removed in some form or another, or changing in some form or another, or, you know, us gaining a different perspective on that in some form or another. And it's like, just, it was really powerful. Okay, it was a super, super powerful moon, and very, again, illuminating, very, very detail oriented. There's a lot of truth that we came to, and a lot of truth that we were confronted with, and I see that in your reading as well. So it's underneath the Page of Swords, so that goes with the slicing through energy. There's a lot of truth that I sense you being confronted with, and also a lot of truth being discovered within the exploration of your feelings, within the, you know, the exploration of your intuitive energy, your mental energy, your spiritual energy. Okay, and then the Two of Cups. This is interesting too, because you know, Aquarius is all about connection and groups and stuff. So there could be, you know, a lot of truth revealed about relationships, about connection, the past, in the present, and in the future. It hit all of those things. And we have so many planets in retrograde right now. We have Venus in retrograde. I think Mars is in retrograde, Jupiter in retrograde, Pluto's in retrograde. Mercury is about to go into retrograde. So your ruling planet, retrograde in the sign of Virgo. And then I think Uranus is also going into retrograde. So a lot from the past is being brought up to review. A lot in the past is being brought up to shift and shed, and holy. So there's a lot, and a lot of Venus in retrograde is bringing up a lot of like old like relationship dynamics, connection dynamics. The, you know, South node just moved into Libra, North node just moved into Aries, which is like, the South node is this kind of karmic, clearing karmic energy stuff. So like there could be some themes coming up from the last like 7 years, because the last time that Aries and the nodes were in Aries and Libra was back in 2015. So there's a lot being brought up to review. So that makes sense with the Seven of Cups here. There could be like just a lot of old feelings, new feelings, you know, future feelings, and things that you've learned, wisdom to employ, things to shed, things to integrate, breakthroughs to be had, shifts happening in your environment to make sense of and to gain your bearings of. And okay, we got the Seven of Wands. Speaking of gaining bearings, holding your core, right? So this is underneath the Hierophant, when we talked about grounding, doing things that really help you connect to your body, connect to the earth, connect to your environment, and, you know, ways that feel authentic to you, because a lot of spiritual energy is flowing through your reading right now. And I can imagine if you're resonating with this and you're still here, you're feeling that flow through you. So, you know, finding and holding your core, holding your core, you know, even standing your ground. Like, you know, this is a card of fortitude. It's a card of stamina. This may feel very fatiguing. You might feel very tired at this time. We have the Ten of Swords, yeah, right underneath the Two of Cups. So it's, you know, there's a lot being reflected on from the past that has been painful things in the past being brought up to review. Death card at the bottom of the deck. Wow. There's a lot I sense you making sense of in your connections to where you've experienced pain, to what has been hurtful to you. And I feel like there's a lot that you're able to put to words. You know, you're able to express it at a deeper level, and this month is only going to assist you, and moving forward it's only going to assist you into being able to do that more and more. I know it must be uncomfortable. The Ten of Swords is a painful cycle, painful things. With the Tower and the Ten of Swords, like, that's no joke. Like, this is, you know, looking at where the rug has been pulled out from under you, where you've been betrayed, where you've been let down, where you've made mistakes in the past, where you've like been hurt, caused hurt, where it's been a letdown, where things haven't happened like you wanted them to, or like all of these like really like cringy shit, like cringy things is like being stirred up right now. So keep slicing through, keep bringing your curiosity to it. Again, ground, do nice things for yourself. Yeah, okay, this is beautiful. It's all gonna be leading to greater happiness and fulfillment. Like, there's a lot that you're clearing out of your energy field right now, and just keep holding your core, okay? Because like, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Because like, again, the astrology retrogrades, we went through that. We have the new moon in Leo, which is a time of setting new intentions, a whole new phase. There's a whole new like 7-year cycle starting, and a whole new like a whole new 1.5 year cycle starting as well. Like, there's just so much. It's like clean slate energy, but it's like a threshold right now where we're feeling like the comfort blanket being ripped out from under us, you know? And yeah, sorry, this energy is big. And you know, this whole energy I'm sensing, Gemini, is just like really asking yourself, like, even though it might have been an uncomfortable, like, it's almost like this energy of a comfort zone, identifying a comfort zone, but it was very uncomfortable. Like that us human beings, it's remarkable how we can be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation for so long. And I feel like that's what's being explored right now. And like, a lot more of your feelings and your thoughts and emotions and your experiences are coming up because this, whatever it is it's like, this is an end of a cycle. And so I feel like there's a lot being reviewed about where you've been comfortable in an uncomfortable situation and why. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, and it's leading you to greater happiness and fulfillment and peace and emotional security and stability and for like prosperity. This is beautiful, okay? These breakthrough moments, like, as much as they're uncomfortable, okay, this too shall pass. Keep sitting with your discomfort, going at your own pace, doing nice things for yourself, with yourself, connecting to your body, to nature, you know, and to spirit, you know, stand, holding your core. Remember how strong you are, okay? Remember. Oh my gosh, my crown, like, chakra just tingled like crazy. So, you know, really connecting with spirit. Spirit is with you. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. And you are embarking into a whole new, you know, phase, a whole new journey, a whole new experience, okay? This is just bringing things up for review to clear them. Integrate what you need to, clear the rest. Grieve, heal, you know, all of the things that you need to do. And just observe the shifts and changes that are occurring in your life right now. Keep cutting through, using your mental intuition to kind of slice through your emotional intuition, gaining that perspective, moving away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Like, you're moving away from things, and while at the same time being confronted with things that may trigger things from the past. My goodness, so that could be something too. Like, there could be current events happening right now that, you know, again, kind of trigger like old things. Again, all of these retrograde planets, the similar themes could be showing up right now in different ways that are bringing up these things for review, okay? And then we also have a super moon on the 30th in Pisces, so which is a blue moon. We got winter's dream gestation period. You are birthing a whole new reality right now for yourself. You, heart, home, compassion, okay? Yeah, be gentle with yourself. Show love to yourself, okay? Be around people, places, and things that make you feel the warm and fuzzies, okay? And just keep connecting to your heart and keep connecting to the home that you've created in yourself. There is an emotional home that you've created and that we have, okay? And that's where I sense you returning to, connecting to, yeah. And yeah, really, you know, connect to things that give you those warm and fuzzies right now, because you are literally birthing a whole new reality. Yeah, fertile, exactly. All of this, and like versatile, all of this like decay is creating fertile soil in which to plant seeds and grow, okay? It's like Spirit just showed me like an image of an earthworm. That's what I feel your energy is, like you're an earthworm. And I don't know, like I feel like that might have come up in one of your readings on YouTube, where you're churning the soil, right? You're like you're breaking it up, and they create this fertile, rich soil, and that's what I feel is in your energy right now, this process of like kind of regurgitating all of this like past stuff that's being triggered, and like, you know, like churning it and breaking it up into this fertile, rich soil on which to plant new seeds, to grow into this next new chapter, like this growth potential. Wow. You know, and it's just, it's really profound. It's really profound, Gemini. Let's read this. Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what-ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to Spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. And you are, Gemini. You are so, so loved. Okay? You are so loved, and I feel like that is a perfect way to summarize that energy, because, wow. Hold your core. This too shall pass. You're doing amazing. You be that earthworm, okay? You are clearing, you are breaking up, you are creating this fertile soil in which to, you know, plant new seeds, especially around that new moon in Leo. Like, that's the time to plant these new seeds and really, you know, step into this new phase. There's just a lot that you're clearing right now. There's a lot that you're making sense of and articulating, and Spirit's right there with you, always helping you, okay? And all of this room that you're creating, all of this room that life is creating as well, is just giving you more room to expand into your potential more and more, your soul to expand, for your just, it 10 of Cups is full fulfillment, okay? It's just happiness and stability and love, and that's, you know, something I feel you really like. Just something that I feel you really feeling as things just like crumble and shed and change right before your eyes and within you. And I just want to say, Gemini, it's really beautiful and powerful that through everything that you've been through, you still always return home to love. And I'm inspired by that. Sending you so much love. I hope this was a helpful and encouraging. Know that you're not alone. Reach out to those that feel like home to you. Any, you know, practitioner or professional that you feel comfortable with, you have access to just work through these feelings, and just know that you're loved and okay, and you deserve support and to access it, okay? And to accept it as well, because you're sorting through a lot, and it is going to feel so good on the other side, okay? It really will. Love you. See you in the next reading.